Hey, good afternoon. Whoa, bit of a rough day today. That's why I finished my coffee. I had to stop and get something a little more caffeinated so I can safely make the drive home. Oh, in the last 24 hours, I've had about 2 hours of sleep. So I hope this makes sense. But how did we get here? Went to bed last night. Good, solid, sound 2 hours. And then I get woken up. My wife said she had just vomited and she's having severe pain in her lower back. And it's like, okay, my wife's a type 1 diabetic. We've been through this before. Unfortunately, she's prone to them. She was having a kidney stone. Gotcha. And a little bit of relationship advice. At times, there's times to criticize and there's times to know when stuff is real. And this is one of those. I just, the first thing I just said was, oh, that's real. Let me get dressed. We'll take you to the ER. And she's kind of like, I think I can. And like, no, if you're having a kidney stone, let's go in, make sure, get some drugs for you, and have it, make sure that you actually can pass it and that you're not having like a kidney infection, because kidney infection, diabetic, bad combo. So would I like to have stayed in my warm, comfy bed? That would have been wonderful. But instead, I got to watch the sunrise from the parking structure at the ER. And I spent more time sitting in a folding chair in the ER room than in my own bed. But it was a legitimate thing. So don't criticize. This is where partner comes first. And thankfully, they did a CT scan, X-ray, blood work, and they said that, yeah, there's several stones, but they're small, and she should be able to pass them within the next, couple of days. It's going to be a brutal couple of days, but there you go. So on the way home, they gave her some prescriptions, and it's like, well, you want to stop on CVS? I can pick them up, or I can just take you home. It's like, no, I'll wait in the car. I'd rather have the meds with me. All right. And while I was in there, which was kind of funny, I'm picking up like heavy duty, Percocet, and it's not even my name. And they're kind of like, can I see an ID? Which it makes sense. So I come out and I go, here, I got you some water, but don't drink too much because morphine makes her kind of queasy. She's had like a Hunter Biden morning of, heavy duty narcotics and no food. So and she goes, yeah, I took my normal medications and my vitamins just now. And it's like, wait a second. You've been in the ER, you've been puking, you have an upset stomach, you're having a kidney stone, you're tons of narcotics on board, and on an empty stomach you took vitamins? And I didn't even get the words out. She's, I'm gonna barf. Threw up all over the parking lot at the CVS. However, I can pretty much guarantee you, since this is Los Angeles, that is not the first time someone has thrown up in the CVS parking lot. Now's a time where this isn't. I can criticize, going, you don't take vitamins on an empty stomach, especially when you're sick. But, there's a balance with a relationship. I didn't need to go out there and hold her hair and rub her back as she's puking in the bushes. I stayed in the car and gone, well, I can see you right there. You're fine. And when she got back in the car, I had already taken the shopping bag and had it ready for if she was going to throw up again while we're driving home in traffic. That's kind of a balance that younger people when you first start out in a relationship. You want to be gung-ho and you want to be there for your partner at every step of the way. And there's sometimes where, no, your partner needs you to step back. I hope that made sense, because I'm really tired and sort of punchy. But there you go. So, but more importantly, though, you got to tell your partner how much you appreciate them. So I am going to go in the door, tell my wife how much I appreciate her, just like I appreciate you for watching. See how that works? Oh, hey, Dad. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.